about clowning. It is interesting. I have to admit, I was always fascinated and wondered if I could ever do it. I'm a very shy person. No one ever agrees with me because it's something you overcome. Just like now that you know that there's a difference between clowns and monsters, and that some of them may look similar. If you can just draw a distinction, you won't be afraid of clowns. You'll understand a monster is a monster, a clown is a clown, and the reaction that you have toward each one would be way different, probably 180 degrees different, depending on you. Can you imagine people who just love monsters? I guess that's why we have ladies writing strangers who are prisoners or in jail or something. I don't know. They just like to love a monster. And you were asking about, can you believe that, a half hour or so ago, about the reactions in cars. And yes, they react very, as I'm driving to and from a clown gig, and yes, they do act positively as we go along. Most people, 70% to 75%, just to give you an idea, not that I've taken a poll, most people are just driving. You can be at the stoplight for a minute and a half right beside them, and they won't even notice. So you almost have to wave or make a motion or catch their eye in some way for them to notice. The other ones, when they see you, it's kind of exhilarating. It's not only doing the clown gig out there for the kids, but along the way, there are some people who are going to talk about it. That week, I saw a clown and I was driving along. First put on clown makeup. I'm a bachelor. I don't think about eating. I don't think about food. If food happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm just hungry. So what? So for some people, food happens. For me, it's more like an accident. If I have food, it was purely an accident or that I had it. So you put on the clown makeup and then you go, oh, I am starved. It's been 12 hours. I don't know if the ladies have this deal, especially those who really cake on that makeup. But if you eat a hot dog and you want to put mustard all over it, or how about try eating chicken?
Uh-huh.
What is that going to do to the lipstick on a lady?
When I have full makeup on and I've spent time putting on my lipstick, I would be selective with what I eat so that I don't have to reapply it.
Yes. And a clown, you're out running around. Of course, you're beautiful. Everyone looks at you. For the majority of the average-looking ladies out there, though, they're running around. No one's really looking real closely at their lipstick. They're not really looking closely at their nose. Well, with a clown, you just can't pick up food and eat. You're not going to sit there and eat mashed potatoes and gravy and chicken and coleslaw and you're not, if you drip something on your chin, you're not just going to take a napkin and wipe and scrape across your makeup. You'd ruin it. So this clowning stuff, you have to realize that person is dedicating their whole, especially if they do think about eating and food, and I usually don't, they are also planning their entire day of eating. They may have even the night before ate more, like runners eat pasta and stuff, so they have the energy through the next day. I think about my water intake. I think about my food intake up to a day ahead of time from clowning. Then when you have the makeup on, everyone's sitting around at the hospitality area because all the workers there eating their hot dogs, just pouring all this relish on it, and they're building big deli sandwiches and chomping into it. The clowns are sitting there with the plastic fork on the styrofoam plate, cutting the hot dog with no mustard or relish on it into itty-bitty pieces.
Yeah.
And trying to get it under their nose and not hit their face and get it into the hole, into the mouth, and then chew it real well. And they're eating that way. Of course, we look stupid, but that's the reality. A clown in their full makeup. And the ones who don't do that, the clowns who don't do that, a few hours later, as they've eaten a couple times that day, say a three performance day, their makeup looks terrible.
What about when you have to blow your nose?
You don't. This is what I do. This morning I got up. I didn't got nothing. This morning I woke up. First thing I did with a big glass of water was take a Loratadine. That is a daytime antihistamine.
Oh.
So I dry myself up basically so that I don't have a runny nose coming down through the two holes at the bottom of the red nose and have boogers pouring down out of the clown's nose. That's just terrible, Alicia. I can't believe you even wonder. I know what you're getting at. Have you seen clowns with boogered noses or runny noses?
I've never seen a clown with a nose, but I was just curious.
Yeah. Unless
It's
that
really
glue,
uncomfortable.
I need to look at the ingredients in that glue because maybe it's making us high and it's drying out our nose. We're happy clowns. We're sniffing glue all day. That holds our nose on. But that's not what I came here to talk with you about, as they say. I, you got me off track. Oh, the food. And I'm glad you got me off track. I appreciate the questions. At 303-622-9258, rush. We only have 10 minutes left on this hour. To call 303-622-9258. You're talking to a real clown, a live clown, with the clown makeup on. If you didn't catch it, I'm going to a clown at the circus today, a couple shows, and then reapply makeup again tomorrow. If you have questions, you have 9 minutes to call in, 303-622-9258. And we're talking about the food. Obviously, my food is going to be skimpy today. I'll lose weight today. I'll try to get just enough in me to where I can have the energy to entertain. Some of it is an inner energy because of the thrill and the reward of entertaining the children. We're talking about the food. The food related to that is the straw. A straw. You know, a kid's straw has a little bend in it. You bend it up, you put it in a drink, and the kid drinks out of the straw. That is important to a clown. The straw is a very personal item. I carry it with me. I have it at 2 or 3 of them just in case I lose one, accidentally throw it in the trash or whatever. Straw is a very intimate, personal item to a clown. That is what you use to drink out of so you don't mess up your makeup. You don't just grab a glass, stick it to your mouth and start pulling in, or a can of Coke and just start pouring in. It messes up the makeup that you took all that painstaking time in front of your little Barbie doll makeup mirror, putting it on. Actually, going to Walmart, getting a mirror was an interesting thing for a middle 40s guy to be standing in the cosmetic aisles, not have them try to just, arrest me for something, loitering in the cosmetics aisles. Buying a cosmetic case for all the clown cosmetics. Important. I have 3 rules before we get to the human condition story. 3 clown rules that I personally have made up for myself. One is the kids should never see a clown drinking a beer. Clowns should never hit the kids. You're not supposed to be kissing women in your clown outfit. As single as I am, some of the mothers are awfully cute. They bring their little kids, and you're entertaining the kid, but you're kind of, enjoying the beauty of the mother as well as while you're clowning. So you have to watch your eyes. The husband might be around, watching the clown's eyes to see if he's checking out the wife too much. Got a lot of things to think about when you're clowning out there. Just a little insight.